new data. This is a paper of 2015 from an international group, and it's a follow-up of this biofiber polyamide hair implant. 130 patients followed up for 3 years, and all data show that this kind of treatment is acceptable and safe. Here, again, you can see how the study was conducted, and you can see that the post-implantation tolerability and complication, 90.3% of patients recorded no pathology after surgery, 5.9 presented mild infection pathologies, 3.8 presented inflammation pathologies, mainly for use of wrong chemical substances. So this is a 3-year follow-up. 130 patients are not a small number, and this I wanted to bring to your attention. Again, this paper has been co-signed by me. We have gone through different literature, data, and we have found that from a pharmacological and biophysical point of view, prosthetic fibers, biofiber, meet all the biocompatibility and safety requirements established by international standards for medical device. This is the reason that they are approved all over the world by the authorities, but the FDA. Because the FDA, they are still under the influence of the old situation. Here you can see how the current treatment changed a lot, and how things now can appear from a clinical point of view. You can see results are extremely good. These are the approvals of the different authorities which I was discussing with you, and here are the indications, easy to understand, when an immediate aesthetic result is required, soft surgery without hospitalization, male part canalopecia, and integration of other hair restoration technique, for example, follicular uric extraction, and to correct scar. There are some contraindications: HIV infection, psychiatric disorders. Andreas Katsambas pointed out that we receive from time to time patients with expectations, difficult to do, even to understand. Some ongoing scalp disease, patients must be first treated for psoriasis, atopic dermatitis, whatever on the scalp, and then implanted. Autoimmune diseases and lack of personal hygiene. This is extremely important. For a successful implant, we need a biocompatible fiber, suitable instrument, qualified trained doctor. In the past, the troubles happened because they were the hairdressers who implanted the hair. This is the problem. This is the problem. The hair, the fibers, they were implanted into the salon by hairdressers who had no knowledge of anatomy, pharmacology, physiology. Now everything changed, and the correct implant technique and patient selection and regular follow-up. There is a preliminary visit, some anesthesia, some correct distance between fibers, obviously scalp hygiene, and obviously the suitable patients, patients of good health, healthy scalp, diligent aftercare, and rich of money. This is not for free, but it is still less expensive than the follicular uric extraction. And usually, as far as I could see, we have good results with patients. Few studies are needed. We can implant immediately 100 to 200 fibers, wait 3-4 weeks to see how the reaction of the patient is, and then to start the true sessions after 4 weeks and after no reaction is seen. The quantity can be up to 10,000 fibers, and the fibers can be up to 2,500 per session. Here is coming from the company, they give us lower figures. This is the correct way of implanting the fiber orientation is essential for a perfect outcome of the situation. The distance, density and the so-called Z pattern for avoid reactions. Well, here you can have other information. The most important is the so-called Medicap needles. They are an automatic implant system that has been developed by the company and ensure a perfect orientation of the hair and a completely safe treatment for the patients. It can bring to the implantation of up to 800 fibers per hour. Here you can see again some data of the automatic hair implant system, and fastest cicatrization and high comfort for the patient is assured. What to do after implantation? Well, 10 days of minocycline, 100 mg per day, some topical steroids in cream or in lotion, 2-3 days of clindamycin or rifampicin if cephalosporin or minocycline are not acceptable to the patients, and then to wash regularly the hair. And obviously there are some things easy to understand that are contraindicated: violent brushing, hair bleaching, permanent waiting, and so on and so on and so on. But this is obviously very